Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time is finally here. This is going to be my official settings for the Battle Royale for Call of Duty Mobile. This has probably been one of my most requested things to go and do is just, hey Parker, I really want to know your settings, I want to know your button layout for the Battle Royale and everything like that. So not only am I going to go and do the Battle Royale for this video, I will also show you guys my multiplayer settings if that's something that interests you, but I want to say when it does come down to my Battle Royale settings, I'm pretty sure they're pretty much perfect right now. So my multiplayer, I'm still tweaking it just a little bit here and there, but when it comes down to Battle Royale, there's only one setting that I feel like I'm constantly changing, but I'm already at a point in which I feel really comfortable going and making this video, showing you guys my settings and what works out the best for me. So with that said, we might as well go and hop right in. So I think I might as well go and show you guys kind of the button layout here. And I feel like I'm going to have to somewhat do a good job at actually showing you where my buttons are here. So it's like, this is pretty much my whole layout. Like you can see that I have my fire button in the bottom right hand corner of my screen. And also, by the way, my phone is the Asus ROG 2. By the way, because I know that's also been a question a lot of people have been asking, Parker, what's your phone? And yeah, it's just the Asus ROG 2, not anything too crazy, but I'm able to go and have my firing button in just like the perfect spot right here. So I love having it right there. The reload button is just a little bit tinier right on the side over there. And also if you guys want to actually know what the scale is for that as well, I'll go and show you with the fire button right there. This is the scale of the reload button right here. I kind of have, and this is something that I did recently, I actually changed where my health and my backpack, I kind of separated that away from where my primary and then secondary guns are, because it's just like makes it easier for me to go and do. I believe if I am planning on popping a medkit, I just go over with my left thumb here, and when it comes to switching from my primary to my secondary, I'll just go and do it with my right thumb. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole layout. I don't really have anything else. Since with the Asus ROG 2 here, you actually have air triggers that are built in to the phone itself. I just go and have the air trigger mapped to my aim in button. So it's like, I don't actually press in the ADS anywhere. It's just pretty much going and clipping up here. So now we go into the basic Battle Royale mode controls. So auto loot, I have that enabled. Auto open door is enabled. Fixed R fire, I don't really know what that is, but I have it enabled. Aim assist is enabled. Fixed virtual joystick disabled. Quick run enabled. Joystick auto sprint enabled. Fixed joystick. And now, like, I know there's been so many people being like, Parker, you should have fixed joystick rather than having your joystick unfixed. But I feel like just the current setting that I go and have right now, it's pretty much perfect. And also I'll go and remove the webcam so you guys can see everything here. But yeah, I'm really comfortable with all these settings for right now. I feel like they're the best that you can go and have. Before continuing on, ADS, tap to ADS, display left fire button, I have it on, but I'm kind of I don't really know what that is for sure, so I could probably even have that off, but you can have it on just for the sake of just copying my settings. Slide while running, I have tap crouch while sprinting, and that's just easier for me if I want to go and get away from a certain, I don't know, gunfight. I can just tap crouch and then just like run away while kind of sliding away, so it's harder for the enemies to go and shoot you. I have auto sprint not enabled. Gyroscope, I have that off. Camera FOV for first person, it's at 60. I'm really comfortable with this, and I'm pretty sure 60 is indeed the default. And then weapon aim, I don't have a reset weapon aim whatsoever. And then just my audio and graphics here. So yes, I am indeed playing on some of the highest settings that you can go and have, like graphic quality on very high, frame rate at max. I have been like tweaking around with the graphic quality by maybe making it on high and then medium and seeing if that is indeed affecting my performance in game. And I don't think it really does. Like, you probably could go all the way, like let's say for example you're not a content creator, you're not a live streamer, and you don't really care what your graphic quality actually looks like in game, you probably could have it on low, but just make sure your frame rate is on high, or on max, I should say, rather. The only reason why I go and have the graphic quality at very high is just so it can be a little bit enjoyable from a viewer perspective to go and watch the game. That's the only reason. Like, if I was not a YouTuber or a live streamer or anything like that, I would probably be playing on low, but since I am, I just go and play on very high here. Just additional depth of field enabled, bloom enabled, real-time shadows enabled. You could go and have both ragdoll and anti-aliasing on as well if you'd like. And then when it comes to BR mode graphic style, I play on dynamic. Not anything too crazy. I'm just a really big fan of the poppy colors that you can go and get with dynamic. So that's the only main reason why I have that set to that. But then going into the sensitivity being the final BR thing to go and show you guys, or no, second to last. Yeah, this is pretty much it. So I have a fixed speed, sensitivity switch, gradually switch while ADSing, which was actually a sensitivity setting that I went and tweaked a couple days ago. And this was actually the final thing that I went and tweaked as well. So it's awesome that you can go and have that enabled. Like, I would 110% recommend everyone to go and have gradually switch while ADSing on, but then just continuing on. Sensitivity presets, I have that all in custom, and these are just all my sensitivity settings right now. You can see third person, first person optics. I'm really comfortable with everything here, and it just works out for me. So feel free to go and copy exactly like what I'm showing you guys right here. Now we're going into like the firing sensitivity. If there is one thing that I feel like I'm constantly tweaking, because this was a thing that I mentioned in the beginning of the video here, if there's one thing that I believe I'm always tweaking, it's going to be the third person sensitivity on the camera sensitivity. So that's pretty much having the ability to look left and right really fast if you wanted to. And some days it feels like I'm really having to go and do some extra drags. Like, for example, I'll go and put my webcam back up. Sometimes I'll feel like I'll have to do a lot more swipes in order to look in a certain direction. So other days I might not, and it might be too high. So if there is one setting that I'm constantly changing, it is indeed at that third person sensitivity for my camera. But we'll kind of continue on. You guys can go and see all my firing sensitivities. I feel like this is pretty much perfect for me. Like, because the only two scopes that I go and use are the red dot or the holographic. So I don't really use that much of the 3 times or 4 times. But the sniper scope, I have it on 30. I sometimes use that a lot with the Arctic 50 whenever I can go and get that out of the crate. I would probably recommend, maybe for me, going and bringing that all the way down to 25. That's probably where I'm most comfortable. But then gyroscope, I don't use it at all, so that's not really a big thing. And then free view sensitivity, it's at 50. So that's going to be pretty much everything here for when it comes to the Battle Royale. You guys can go and see everything from a multiplayer perspective right now. Like I said, I don't believe my settings are perfect for the multiplayer just yet. But feel free, because I know a lot of people are interested, you can feel free to go and look at this. And also, I don't know if I showed you guys my slide and jump button on the BR, so I'll be sure to go and show you guys that. But this is pretty much my button layout for multiplayer. Let's actually go back to BR and show you guys. So yeah, I have that pretty much right above my fire button and my reload button there. So this is crouch, this is jump. I just really like the layout of everything here. It just works really well for me, and I apologize for not showing that earlier. But yeah, man, this is pretty much it when it comes to the Battle Royale. Like I said, I apologize. Here, I'll show you guys another look of my multiplayer right here. Not anything too crazy, kind of basic. This is all my multiplayer stuff if you guys want to go and look at it for yourself. Like I said, I'm just only going to glance over this because I know a lot of people were just only requesting for my my BR here. I love having the camera FOV at 75, by the way, but going over to audio and graphics, just same exact thing there. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much going to be about it here. We have the final one, sensitivity. But yeah, man, like I said, I feel like when it comes to the BR, my settings are pretty much perfect. If there is only one thing, it's just going to be that third person sensitivity. But other than that, like, feel free to go and copy exactly what I have. I feel really confident with this whole thing. This is the final VR setting that I have here, which is the layout A. This is for when you're going and driving. I have the vehicle camera on follow, and then I have the vehicle health enabled there. And then a loot setting. I have everything like this. Now, the only reason why I don't have the 4x and 3x scope enabled here is because I'm just not a big fan of it. Like, the 4x and 3x scope, I'm not a big fan of what the sight actually looks like, so I'm just so much better with just the normal red dot or hollow or tactical scope. You guys can see the medicine that I go and pick up from the auto loot as well. And then lethal and tactic there. And yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the video. Thank you guys oh so very much for tuning in and watching. This was a really requested video, so it's awesome that I can finally go and get it out of the way for everyone. But with that said, my name is Parker. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful and fabulous day. I certainly am. And I guess I'll talk to you guys within the next video.